Then, a man risks his life to save a woman from a blazing inferno.
Told her to get on my back. Don't worry about it. I'll get you down.
On the next Rescue 911.
Around noon on January 8th, 1991, in the small town of South River, New Jersey, fire broke out on the ground floor of a multi-unit apartment building. A couple of residents ran to an apartment building across the way where Dwayne Lamb lived.
I heard my cousin bang on the door. She said, Dwayne, my apartment is on fire.
South River Police, Dispatcher 2.
The call for help went out, and the South River All-Volunteer Fire Department was immediately dispatched to the scene.
I didn't know how to respond to what was going on. She had no shoes on. We were going to go into the house to get her shoes, but there was too much smoke.
Unaware of the danger below, a young woman was asleep in the apartment directly above the fire. Michael Benedetto was just across the street.
I dropped my tools, I ran across the street. The flames were roaring, it must have been about a good 10 feet coming out the window.
Officer Matthew Gurgowski was less than a mile from the apartment complex when he heard the call.
From about a block away, you can see smoke going into the sky. When I arrived, the apartment complex unit, which was on fire, was totally in flames.
I thought that the apartment was going to blow up after I heard the windows being blown out. There was a lot of people out there. You know, I thought a lot of people might get hurt.
Gregory Boldazar was the second police officer on the scene of the fire.
I saw the entire bottom apartment immersed in flames. It was starting to break through the floor onto the second apartment right above it.
If somebody was in there, they wouldn't be able to survive.
By the time the young woman awoke, all her escape routes had been cut off by smoke and flame.
I was there, but I didn't realize anybody was upstairs.
Somebody yelled out the front of the window on top of the apartment that was on fire. She sounded like she was scared for her life. She could not get out. The only way up to her apartment and to get out of the apartment was being blocked by the fire.
We were trying to get her to jump out, but she wouldn't jump out.
A couple of the area residents started pointing and yelling that there's someone still in the apartment. I saw the victim in the apartment stick her head out. She started like, someone help me, someone save my cats.
And she disappeared for approximately 5 minutes. We were still yelling for her to come to the window until we knew she was okay. When that explosion occurred, a lot of things were going through my mind. She might have been knocked down, she might have been unconscious from the smoke, because there was a lot of smoke.
you got someone who's trapped up in a building, I can't even imagine what's going through her mind, the terror.
I felt a little sad and frustrated because I thought she'd never come to the window, and when the fire would take over, that would be no chance for her to come out.
We're all yelling, jump, 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 you know, to get her attention, but she didn't hysteric like yelling for a cat. Once she came to the window, we were trying to call her.
We're trying to coax her into hanging off the edge of one of the windows and letting herself fall, and we'd catch her.
I couldn't make out what she was saying, but I gathered that she wouldn't jump because she might have been afraid of height.
The fire was like just so hot. I would have said about 5 seconds more, and the entire top floor would have been immersed in flames, and there would have been no hope for saving her.
I really didn't even think. I just looked to see what I could do to get up to her.
Stay over here. Stay over here. Calm down. Relax. Calm down. Relax. Come on. Hold on to my back. Hold on. Come on. Hold on to my back. Come on. We're going to come out slowly. 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 We're going down. We're going down. We're going down.
Within moments, the fire department arrived. Chief Thomas Karaniewski was in charge of putting out the blaze.
As soon as she got out, the upstairs was also engulfed in flames.
I told her to get on my back. She was a little leery about that. I said, don't worry about it. They told her real tight, choke me if you have to. I'll get you down.
If they let me, I would have went back up there and looked for the cats. I was just thinking and just picturing them burning. And that's what I think killed me the most.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
23-year-old Teresa Roman was treated for smoke inhalation and minor burns and released later the same day.
Everybody ready to go down? We're up, guys.
Though Teresa lost almost everything she owned, she and her boyfriend, Steve Anthony, are grateful that her dog Spike and 2 of her 3 cats survived.
I don't know how he held onto the condo because it's right up against the wall.
Right.
Must have been like Spiderman. I tell you, the way he climbed up and climbed down. I don't know how he did it.
On February 6, 1991, the city of South River presented a heroism award to Michael Benedetto for saving the life of a young woman he did not know.
Michael made himself stand out as a human being and put himself down as a superhero in my book.
With him not knowing me, for him to do that, there's nothing you could really do to thank him for something like that. I mean, I owe him everything.
I just like to be considered a good person, a good Samaritan. I don't consider it a hero. You know, I don't, just like another day to me.